hasn't been a one-punch knockout guy until late in the rounds after he's weakened the opposition.
He knocked out an undefeated fighter, Jorge Morales, in New York City in September. Had a spectacular performance last year against Demetrius Sabalas here on HBO. Actually, that was earlier this year.
Now Mosley is executing his left jab a lot better. Bounces on his feet. You see a guy start to bounce like that, he's thinking something is going right.
Leija sneaking in a couple of lefts. Mosley landing his jab. Now left hook sneaks past the guard of Leija.
Good right hand to the body. Almost an uppercut by Shane Mosley.
Had an uppercut motion, landed on the ribcage.
Those punches hurt because you're not prepared, your body's extended.
Leija again trying to get to the body himself. It's been a tactical battle through the first 3 rounds. Mosley's power in evidence, but Leija able to limit his opportunities.
You heard him real good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about trying to knock him out. I know. It'll come. I'm trying pressure on him. Huh? Wait. Gargle that, take that out. Okay? What? Can't keep the pressure on him. Okay, keep the pressure on him. Okay? That's good. Okay. Keep the pressure on him. Continue to work your jab. Get on your toes a little bit.
Grabbing me home. He's too hard. Grabbing 2-3 times, you know, pinch him 2-3 times. Push him back, push him back.
Here's that big right hand that landed a little bit high, following a sneak right hand earlier in the round. But there you see, Leija is not backing off.
And indeed, by CompuBox numbers in the first 3 rounds, Leija is holding his own in terms of the number of power shots landed. Mosley has landed more punches, but the difference, the margin is coming in the jab category. When they go to power punches, Leija's landing one for every one he takes. Now, Mosley's may be the harder shots, and over the course of the fight, that could prove to be the difference.
That Mosley is quick. He just threw a left jab to the body and he spin around with a right hand to the side. That's a difficult punch combination.
He has a lot of gifts. You know, you don't take on the nickname Sugar unless you're pretty certain of yourself in there. Draws at least 2 obvious and dangerous comparisons.
Leija's got to make certain he doesn't be in one spot long. You got to do what you're going to do and move into another position.
Good chopping left hand by Leija there. Hasn't been able to hurt Mosley yet, but he's made contact.
Whenever Leija's stationary, he gets 2 or 3 good shots. If he moves just a slight bit, Mosley throws 1 punch at a time.
Like that, George.
Yeah, it can go on all night like that. And once he decides to be stationary, he catches it.
Get out, 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 get out.
Yeah, that head button is getting to him a little bit.
Low blow by Leija.
All right, pick him up. That's right.
Referee Eddie Cotton steps in.
Okay. Go.
And in case you ever wonder if the protective cuff works, here's your answer. Suddenly switching southpaw for a moment, Shane Mosley. And out of the southpaw stance, he tries to rip with left hand leads. Gets a left hand to the body. I don't much like the look of the flicking right jab out of this southpaw stance.
You know, one thing when a guy starts to switch, there's some kind of frustrations in there. You can't pick it up exactly. Maybe he got caught on the corner of the eye. The guy is moving, throwing him off by moving one position to another. And when you're a good fighter like that, you don't switch unless there's something wrong.
Mosley arcing that uppercut to the body twice. One was blocked, one landed. Leija continuing to find ways to limit the opportunities. Go ahead, George.
Mosley was able to get in a good right hand right on the side of the head. That's kind of frustrating because he thinks his power is not effective, but it is. Just that he didn't land it just deep enough and around the chin.
Left hook landed for Leija, as you saw. Mosley lands a right hand over the top and follows it with 2 more as the bell sounds. Still to come tonight, light heavyweight champion Roy Jones Jr. defending that title, although doing so 3 pounds below the limit at 172 against Otis Grant, a middleweight coming up 12 pounds in weight for the big opportunity to fight Roy. Earlier this week, Roy Jones struck a blow for charity, and we'll have more on that as the evening goes along.
So continue to relax when you throw your punches, but place them accurately to target, okay? Let's throw caution to win. I feel if you won every round, but you can work your legs a little more to get yourself in a position to throw the body shot.
Leija tells us that he reads motivational books like The Power of Positive Thinking and Tao Sports. He seems well motivated tonight, George.
Done a good job. He has a strategy. He's been able to keep to it. And I think that's great. When you're going up against a young tiger like Shane Mosley, you want to have a strategy. Forget about all of the macho stuff. Get your strategy and keep it.
Harold, how do you have it scored through the first 4 rounds?
Jim, a relatively easy fight to score. 4-0, 40-36. Sugar Shane Mosley. The champion's winning this fight, you know, with hand speed. I mean, dropping beautiful right hands, nice left jabs, good combinations. Jim, one thing I got to tell you, that cup works fine unless you throw a low blow in an upward direction and you ride that cup up. Then you virtually cripple a guy. When you bring it up, that's when it hurts.
You got to be trying to do that.
Yeah, or fighting somebody a foot taller.
You know what? It never hurts unless you're rich. You're a poor guy, you just keep fighting. Nothing bothers you.
You must have a good memory, George.
No doubt. Used to travel around the little towns. Oh, good right hand by Shane Mosley. The problem is whenever he lands a good shot, he's going forward. He's not effective. Target needs to be stationary so we can get a good combination in on it.
Mosley said he wouldn't necessarily focus on throwing right hands to the body to try to get at Leija's recovering rib cage, but the right hand to the body has become a major weapon in the arsenal as the fight has progressed.
Good right hand now by Leija. That's what you want to do. You want your taller opponent to get his head lower for you.
Jesse James Leija totally unintimidated, but when he gets close, he pays a price like that, as you saw the hand speed again of Shane Mosley.
He's been able to do what we said early on in the fight. Lower this guy to get his right hand down to the lower, his left hand too. Then you got your combination as he just caught him with the tip hand of the left hook. The tip of it. Another left hook.
Larry was talking earlier about Jack Mosley's phrase, power boxing. When you see Shane Mosley use his feet to rapidly get into position to attack with a power punch, it's exactly what his dad is talking about.
He's able to land a good combination there. Each one right on top of the head, even with the eye.
Well, Leija is certainly showing he has a world-class chin. I believe he's stopped once in his 10-year career. That was in the 12th round.
Second round, Oscar De La Hoya.
Excuse me, right. I was thinking of another fighter named Otis Grant.
Getting better, man. You're getting better.
Take some deep breaths.
Take some deep breaths. Good, man. Good. Just keep moving, man. Sometimes you're moving to the right, man. Do what we said. Okay. You got to throw your right overhand when he comes in. Catch him with an uppercut, you're not trying to do. You got to fight.
Hair out. Okay. But when you throw the left, right, step over a little bit so you can go to the body. You might hit the elbow, you might hit the body. Okay? But you got to get down a little bit so you can do that. And you got to be off the line so you can create that opening. Right. Okay? Okay. Take a deep breath. I think this is the 6th round, 6th, 7th round. 6th round coming up.
6th round coming up.
Keep him on there.